Have you ever wondered when you go into a bar or a restaurant how the piano player can just play and play and play? And today I'm just going to show you basically what they're doing. They're reading something called a sheet music. And sheet music might look a little foreign to you or braille in a way. Tonight I'm just going to explain to you some of the basics behind that. And the first main idea that I have here is called the time signature. ACRauditions.com explained to me a little more behind this. Think of this as if these two numbers here are a fraction. I realize that they're backwards because we're on camera, but just work with me a little bit. Think of this as 4 over 1. So the first 4 here indicates to you that there's 4 beats per measure. So, and a measure is indicated by these bars here. So this is a measure, this is a measure, this is a measure. So there's 4 beats per each measure. The next 4, think of this as 1/4 right here. So that means a quarter note gets the beat. So there's 4 quarter notes per measure. Next, you're probably wondering, what is a quarter note? And I've made this nifty little drawing here for us to look at. I'm sorry I'm not the best drawer, but we're going to use it. So the quarter note is what got the beat in that time signature I was showing you there. So there's 4 quarter notes in each of those beats. A half note is worth twice as much as a quarter note. So there's 2 quarter notes in each half note. And then a whole note, there's 2 half notes in each whole note. The next one here, the eighth note. There's 2 eighth notes per quarter note because 1/8, 1/4. Next here we have the 16th note. The 16th note, there's 4 16th notes in a quarter note because 1/16, 4/16 is just simple math. If I was to show you it on the piano, real quickly, we have quarter note, which would sound like 1, 2, 3, 4. The half note would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the whole note would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the eighth note would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the 16th note would be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So as you can see, the whole note is worth the most, it's the longest note, and the 16th note is the shortest. Next, you were probably wondering when I was showing you the time signature on here, what these squiggly lines are, because they're kind of cool looking. Well, the treble clef is this, and this is called the bass clef. What these help you with is knowing which hand to play the music with. So the treble clef, this whole staff right here is what this is called. You play these with the right hand. And the bass clef here, you play with the left hand. And this just keeps everything organized for you and keeps it really nice and simple. Next is what probably kind of the elephant in the room is, just because I know a little bit about music maybe, or just because you can read and like how many beats there are in a measure, or which hand to play it with. How do I know which notes actually correspond on the piano to the sheet music? And for that, I have a little drawing here of a piano. And how this works is the piano, this will repeat this direction and this direction. This is called an octave. So there's 2 black notes, 3 black notes. Next there'll be 2 black notes and then 3 in this direction. There'll be 3 black notes and then 2 black notes. So on here, the easiest way to do this is if you know where one note is on the sheet music, you'll be able to find it on the piano. And from there you can go up or down with the sheet music and the piano. So this note I drew in is C. If you know that that is C, and if you know that this note is C, because I drew all these in, so this is C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So if you know that that is C, the next one up is D, which is right there as well. So from there you can just keep going all the way up, and you'll get all the way to B, and then you'll go back to C. And then on the bass clef, the X represents C on here. So this is C, and there's C. So the next line on the thing here represents D, and then this next space up is E, and then so on and so forth. So now that you have a little background behind how the sheet music works relating to the piano and everything, the next step is just practice on your own. It just takes a lot of practice, but just get a little phone app It's free, and you can get sheet music online and print it off. That's free as well with notes on it. And you can just hit away on there and just keep practicing, and eventually it'll start making a lot more sense to you. And I'm going to show you a little snippet of what it would look like if you were to play a real song. And it'll feel like a second language after a while. I've done it for a long time, so it feels pretty easy to me and simple. So here's a little song I'll play here real quickly. So as you can see, after a while, it becomes very natural to you. Just go try it on your own and just do your best, and I can't wait to hear your speeches as well. Thank you for listening to mine.